What's going on, everybody? How are you guys doing today? Year 5 Season 2 preseason designer notes are out. The patch notes are meaty and they are juicy. If you're excited for all these changes coming to Rainbow Six Siege next season, leave a like down below and let me know what your favorite change is down in the comments, because personally mine's a Maru, but we'll get into that. There's a whole lot of changes from operators to little features and new gadgets. So without further ado, we're going to hop right into it. Starting with the proximity alarm. This is a new secondary gadget, and it's pretty self-explanatory.
But if the sound you hear as you approach the objective is less of a hum and more of a beep, then you've tripped the new secondary gadget, the proximity alarm. A defender will be with
The reason
you
why they
shortly.
implemented this is they said that they wanted more of a hands-off gadget to provide audio intel and just intel in general, because most intel in this game you have to be on a camera and you're not actively walking or playing as a player. So with this becomes a little more variety and a crowd control aspect. So you'll be able to hear this as somebody goes through it. Of course, they can destroy it, but you should be able to hear it once as it beeps. So it's kind of like the ringers, you know, in Border when you go through the metal alarms, they beep. I would say in the same sense, they're going to make some sort of the same beep. But many of the operators will see this as their secondary gadgets reshuffled. So for Castle, he gets it, but his impact grenades are replaced. Caveira's bulletproof camera is replaced. Goyo's impact grenades are replaced with it. Rook's barbed wire is also replaced. Wamai's barbed wire, Tachanka's deployable shield, Mira's barbed wire, Oryx's bulletproof camera, and for Recruit, that is his primary gadget. Shout out the Recruit gang. So that's pretty cool. That's a new gadget that's going to be coming. So this change that I'm going to show you on screen right now was not in the patch notes, and if you guys do want to see the patch notes, I'm going to leave them in the description as usual. I know that some people like reading them instead of me talking. Understand, 100%. But this one kind of slipped by for attachment skin, so I'm going to roll the trailer right now for you, and I'm pretty excited for it.
Thanks, Lucas and Yvonne. Now let's keep things rolling with another announcement. We're introducing weapon attachment skins. They're new cosmetic items that equip just like weapon skins, and we've already got our first 3 ready. Gray, black, and tan. At launch of season, all players will find these attachment skins in their accounts for free, ready to use. Of course, they're just the first of many that will become available.
The next change that is in these patch notes is Alibi and Maestro. Now, when I first saw this, guys, my jaw dropped. So the AA-12, they switched the ammo from shells to slugs. Now, I'm not sure what you guys think when you think of slugs, but when I think of slugs, I think of a 12 gauge or the Boss GA card. And if this AA-12 has slugs and it has this much ammo and you can just fire away, it's going to be disgusting. They also increased the damage from 27 to 41. 41! That's insane. This gun is... I used to use it for straight destruction, but now this gun might actually be viable to use. They changed the damage drop-off distance set to 18 meters, which is a little bit longer than an average gunfight. I think they said the average gunfight was around, I think, 9 or 10 meters. So 18 is pretty far, but you won't take too much damage from 18 meters away. They said the motivation behind this was just low popularity of the weapon and technical issues. According to their data, the shotgun had basically a -1 to 1% pick rate, which is actually insane. And I can see why, because the only other weapons that you have to choose from is an 81 round LMG or the best submachine gun on defense, the MX4. So it's clearly shown why people would pick those weapons instead of the shotgun. Personally, I like the shotgun. It was pretty cool. But getting into the second change, and this is a huge change for pros, for everybody, for high rank gameplay, and just for golds, platinums, and above. So for Zofia and Ella, they removed the mouse sensitivity modification when affected by Grismont mines and concussion grenades. Holy fuck. Thank you, Lord. The amount of time... Oh, I'm getting tilted right now thinking about it. The amount of times I got stunned by a Grismont and I can't move my fucking mouse because I run out of mouse pad, because when I move 3 feet on my fucking desk, I only turn 15 degrees. It made me so mad and frustrated. And they said the motivation behind this change was to reduce frustration, which they did. Thank you, Lord. Oh my god. Like, I don't understand why it stayed for this long, because concussion grenades and Grismots only had pros to them. They had the fact that it would distort your vision, it would also distort your hearing, and it would distort your movement sensitivity and speed. It was just insane. I just don't get how it went this long with being how it is. It was just disgusting.
I think.
I'm glad that they've changed this so much. But that's honestly probably my second favorite change with this patch. But we're going to hop into Ekko. So they removed the camera roll effect from Ekko's Sonic Burst. They also changed the concussion effects. They last 10 seconds and it's not tied to the player's movement anymore. So what Ekko used to do is when you got hit by a yokai and you moved, the more it would stay on your screen. So the faster you want it to go away, you would just sit still. But now it's not tied with your movement, so it's just a straight 10-second stun. They also changed the concussion effect. It's now similar to other concussions in the game. They replaced his ballistic shield with impact grenades, which is pretty cool. They said the motivation behind the change was the concussion effects is not consistent across all abilities, and the camera roll is not intuitive enough for newcomers. So basically, they're just trying to make Ekko a little more easier to understand what exactly is happening for new players. I know Ekko is very, very strong if he's not banned, and he's very, very difficult and frustrating to deal with if you do not know how to counter him. So this is just going to make Ekko a little more rounded out as an operator. The next change coming is for Finca. So Finca's revive, they increased her base HP when revived by the boost. It used to be 5 HP when you got up, and now it's 30. So once you get boosted, you get up and you have 30 HP, and when it goes away, you still have 30 HP. But when you boost for Finca, you get the 30 HP, the 20 HP temporarily from the boost, so you'll have 50 HP right when you get up. So you actually have a chance to fight when you're in the down but not out state. This just makes it a little more easier for Finca to actually have teammates up if they are down, because sometimes most people do get down and they just have to let them sit there, and then they forget, oh, I'm Finca, I can boost you up, but there's no point of boosting you up because you're only going to have 5 HP. But now that you have 30, you actually have a little bit more of a chance to actually get up and get a kill. They said that they hope this will slightly increase her presence and her win delta rate to make her a more viable support operator, and I can see how this would make Finca a very good support operator. That's a pretty good change, and Finca's a nasty operator. If she has that LMG, and just everybody has decreased recoil, it's great. So next up on the list is Kali. They replaced her pistol with Clash's SMG, and they reduced her gadget fuse time from 2.5 seconds to 1.5 seconds. So now it should go off a little quicker once it hits the wall. And they also reduced the screen climbing after each shot with the sniper. So once you usually take a shot, the scope would kick up, but now it's not going to kick up as hard anymore. And they said the motivation behind the change was the low presence and low win delta rate. They said that Kali was designed to offer an alternative to Thatcher, and they are exploring what levers could be used to try to make her a more viable option. Now, personally, I like Kali. She does her job pretty well. If they don't bandit trick, it's good to get all the utility off the wall. She has 3 chances to do it, and now that her fuse time is a little quicker, it should be able to deal with bandit tricks or Cade tricks. But hopefully, maybe we'll see a little more Kali in ranked play. But next up on the list is Cade Nomad. So Ubisoft has decided to add 2 more weapons to these operators' loadouts. They said that the lack of options for Nomad and Cade in terms of secondary weapons was an issue, so they added for Nomad, they gave her Capitão's pistol, and for Cade, they gave him Montang Doc Rook, the revolver. They said it's a very particular gun for the 44 Magnum due to its built-in sight, and they wanted to offer more options with it, which makes sense because sometimes that pistol is just not good for the right scenario that you get yourself into. You'd rather have some sort of other pistol. So hopefully this will make it a little easier for Cade and Nomad for players to actually have a good backup weapon. So jumping right into the next one is Oryx. They replaced his bulletproof camera with a proximity alarm, as you know I told you in the first clip. They reduced damage going through the walls, which is amazing, from 10 to 5. So you'll be able to go through a little more walls without having a dock. And they added an angle grip to his MP5, so that's going to be pretty cool to see, actually. If he has an MP5 with an angle grip, he's going to be a quick operator then, because he can just run down the hall, pull his weapon up, and just get ready to gun you down. It said the motivation behind the change was low presence and his win delta rate, just like everybody else. It said, as much as Oryx seems to be great at creating wide rotation holes, his ability was somewhat limited by the quite high substantial damage taken, which makes sense. If you went through like 3 walls, that's 30 damage off already. And they would like Oryx players to have more opportunities to use the ability as they see fit, whether during preparation phase or against other players while roaming. So 5 HP sounds a lot better than 10 HP, so that means you could go through 3 walls and only take 15 damage, so you still have a decent amount of health left, which is pretty good. And even if you want to go through every wall and run a dock, then you'll be fine. Next up on the list is Ying. This got hot patched really quick. They reduced the number of Candelas from 4 to 3, and that's already deployed. And we all know why that happened, so we don't even need to get into that. Next up is my favorite change. Oh man, me and my friend Chris are going to be so hyped for this. Amaru. When using the Gara hook, barricades will be broken as Amaru goes through them. So she can attach onto the window, break the glass, but once she zips up, the window doesn't break until she kicks her feet into the window. I thought that feature should have been in the game right when she got released, but they probably didn't think about it too hard because they just wanted to get her out. But the second change for her is the Gara hook will now break hatches. And oh man, she can just, if it's a soft hatch, she can just hit it and just jump right up through, which is really cool. And the next last change, which is, oh my god, dude, it's so good. I thought about this a while ago. When she first came out, everybody was talking about this. So she has a faster recovery when landing. I can show you a clip right now on screen of what it actually looks like. And my god, is it so quick. I love this change so much. Amaru was just such a frustrating operator to play for 2 reasons. One, actually not even 2, 3 reasons. One of the reasons being the window breaks right when she hooks onto it. 2, you just hear zzz, like you're coming in out of nowhere. Everybody hears that shit. And once you land in, it took like 2 seconds to actually pull your weapon up and get running. So now that she has a faster recovery when landing, she's gonna zip in and be able to get up and get ready to fire right away. And they said the motivation behind this change was also low presence and increase the surprise effect on defenders, which thank you Ubisoft for doing. This just is gonna make the game so much more fun for me because I love Amaru. She's such a quick operator and can get you everywhere. So we'll see how that goes in ranked and quick match. But yeah, that's pretty much it for the Year 5 Season 2 patch notes. Operation Steel Wave is going to be coming very soon. I think the test server is going to be released tomorrow, which is May 19th. I will be doing some streams and videos for the 2 new operators, Ace and Malusi. So stay tuned for that. If you guys do want to see those, let me know down below, and I will try to keep you guys in the loop as much as possible. I unfortunately did not get early gameplay for the new operators, but maybe in the future we will. But thank you guys so much for watching. If this video did help you stay up to date, don't forget to leave a like. And if you guys are new to the channel, don't forget to drop a subscription. It is free, and it helps me out a lot. It means the world to me. But yeah, thank you guys so much for watching this video. I hope that you guys are staying safe and happy out there. And remember, always do what makes you happy. Don't do anything that does not make you happy, because in the end, it won't matter. Stay happy, humble, and healthy, and I will see you guys in the next video or stream. Peace out.